everyone, I am here today to do another book review with you. So, oh boy, book reviews. Today's book review will be on Cinder. Cinder is written by Marissa Meyer, and this is a retelling of the classic fairy tale of Cinderella. Now, there's a kind of a big twist on this version of Cinderella because Cinderella happens to be a cyborg. Yup, that happened. So I was kind of confused at first hearing the concept for this book, but let me just tell you that I am beyond impressed with this book. 5 out of 5 stars, faux show. So let me tell you a little bit what this book is about. Cinder is a cyborg. She was taken when she was a child because she was injured and she had to get certain parts of her completely redone with mechanics. So she has a mechanical hand and she has a mechanical leg. Where they live, it's in New Beijing. This is in the total future. So in New Beijing, she lives with her stepmother Audrey and her 2 stepsisters, Peony and Pearl. So obviously evil stepmother as per usual with Cinderella, but she only has one evil stepsister, the other one she's actually friends with, and that is Peony. So what's happening right now in New Beijing is that there is a plague going around and it is called luminitis or lumatitis or something like that. So basically it is like people are getting these little bruisey rashes all over their body, and then there's 4 stages of the disease. So the disease progresses really fast and it's super contagious. So Cinder's stepsister Peony actually ends up contracting the disease. Now her stepmother obviously blames Cinder, saying, "You're the one who gave her the disease because you were with her when she had it," and yada yada yada. The reason why Cinder doesn't actually get sick is because she's not just because she's a cyborg, but because she finds out later on in the book something else very interesting about herself, but I'm going to try and not spoil this as much as I can. So basically, Cinder is taken in for testing to see if she can help solve the plague problem, and she is not a volunteer, she is voluntold by her evil stepmother, who blames her, of course, for Peony's unfortunate illness. So Cinder is also a mechanic, and she works down in the market where she meets Prince Kai, and he is there in disguise and he needs Cinder to help him fix his androids. So that is how Cinder meets the prince. Now, Prince Kai's father also has the disease and he's fighting through that as well. The book kind of goes on through the process of the plague and how they're trying to find a cure for it, and basically Cinder is trying to escape because she doesn't want to be stuck where she is with her horrible evil stepmother. You know, people don't accept her because she's a cyborg, even though it's not her fault she's a cyborg, because she was dying and people, you know, gave her metal parts, like whatevs. But Prince Kai does not know that she's a cyborg, so that's kind of a big part of the book, how she's keeping that a secret from him as well. There's also another character in this book that's kind of a big part, and that is Queen Lavina, and she is from the planet Lunar, which is the moon. The story of Queen Lavina, or Levine, I can't remember what her name is, but her story is that she was not the rightful queen. She had a sister and her sister had a daughter, so that would be Queen Channery, I think, and Princess Celine. Story has it that the queen died, her daughter was burned to death, so it says, but of course the stories are coming around that perhaps Princess Celine has escaped, and that maybe she's living on Earth. Who knows? I mean, you'll find out in this book, obviously, but I'm trying to do this with as few spoilers as I possibly can. Queen Lavina is coming to Earth because she wants to kind of reconcile with Earth, but of course, you know, nobody on Earth trusts the Lunars because they have these special powers where they can actually control humans' thoughts, and they can kind of like imitate beauty when maybe they aren't so beautiful and just kind of make people do things that they wouldn't normally do. So it's just really, it's like a battle between Earth and Lunar, and it's a battle between, you know, Cinder and her stepmother and Cinder and everybody else, and it's a battle between everyone with the disease and trying to find a cure, and Prince Kai and his journey to becoming the emperor and his relationship between Cinder and himself and how that develops. This is just really a fantastic book. Like, it is the most interesting fairy tale retelling that I have ever read. I was hooked the moment I started reading it. I got so attached to the characters that I was really upset that I didn't have the second book with me, and I still don't have it. So the second book is Scarlet, and that one is actually about Red Riding Hood, but Cinder's story continues on through Scarlet. It's just such an interesting take on a classic fairy tale, and you know, it's written so well. The character development is amazing. Like, as I was reading this book, I felt like I was watching a movie. I really hope that they turn this into a movie because I'm super, super interested. I was basically in love with Prince Kai myself. I was just completely swept away with the story. So this I gave a 5 out of 5, as I said before, and this is a for sure recommend, a for sure read if you are into, you know, young adult, sci-fi, whatever. Even if you're not, then I would still say to check this book out because it is that good. And I just loved it. I hope that didn't spoil anything. I know I left, for those of you who read it, I know I left a lot of the story out, but I just kind of wanted it to be open to everyone to watch. So definitely pick this up, check it out. Let me know what you think of it. If you love it as much as I do, I would love to hear that. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, then please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Yikes. Okay. Another book review. Ugh. Stop laughing, Jamie. Not today. Be professional. There's a cat in a bag.